Hi friends, happy belated Sunday. We'll call it Monday. This is gonna be Tuesday for some of y'all, but happy day of the week. Early on, it is Taylor. Long time no see. It's been a while, and I'll talk about that at the end. Also going to apologize because since this is such a short notice video and I just had the time to make something, it isn't gonna be a caption, and I'm gonna hold myself accountable to that. But also, this is the beginning of a new semester, so let's hope everything gets in a way that this process of captioning will be a little easier, and this will be more possible for you all to see. So this week we are talking about being trans at work. I've made videos on this channel about that as well, but I'm also going to retouch on everything like that. So my job history, I worked at a hardware store before I came out, / was figuring everything out. So I was not out there. When I did come out, it was very later on when I was about to leave, and it was two coworkers who I had gone to school with. People who were friends with me on Facebook knew because I was coming out on there. So that was really minimal, I guess you can say. And then I left and got hired at Old Navy, and that's in my home area, so not really at school. Same with the hardware store, obviously, because I was still a high schooler. I applied there as a guy with a female gender marker on my license. Taylor was already done. I've been Taylor, if you all didn't know. Taylor was my original name, so it was just the gender marker. Yeah, so I was transitioning through Old Navy, I guess you could say. I'm still there now. I obviously go back for breaks and stuff like that while I'm here in Amherst at school. But they're super cool about everything, and they have always been, and people who have misgendered me have been like, hey, I'm sorry. But that was way before, when I first got hired, because I didn't start T until that October, and I got hired that August. And then I left, and then I came back, and coworkers were introducing themselves to me, and I was like, we've met, but it's still cool. So I'll still take it. And then when I came to UMass, I got hired at the LGBT Center, which that kind of says it all. I was very known for being trans and being queer and trans at the same time, I guess. So that was the first out job I had. I was also doing stuff with the state network, but that really wasn't much of a job. It was just me really having a good time with everyone. I love the regional staff, and I love the state staff and Safe Schools as a whole. So that's something I'm trying to get involved in again this year. Then I left my LGBT Center job in September of 2016. So September, October, after 2.5 years, or 2 years, I guess you can say, very even. And I got hired at concessions, doing UMass concessions at the arena here, working sports games, working concerts, stuff like that. You're gonna buy a hot dog at a basketball game, you're gonna probably buy it from me, or one of the booths, I'm actually up for promotion, so that's pretty cool. It's really different though, because at this point in my transition, it's not really pivotal that I tell them I'm trans, especially at somewhere where it's very not really knowledgeable on queer things. One of my supervisors is, so that's cool. And I've come out to, we were talking conversation, and I was like, oh yeah, this is a thing that happens to a friend of mine. And then it slowly became yeah, okay, I'm trans, and at this point. But I had to make sure that was a very grounded thing of, okay, I'm gonna tell you, nobody else on the staff knows, not even my boss knows that I'm trans, which is very odd to me, and something I'm very new with, because I've never been still, quote unquote, at a job where it's I've never been not out as trans, and I've never been that trans guy on the staff, so it's very different, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. And I know my boss has me doing like very physical stuff at times because he knows I can do it. And that's very weird to me because I don't know if it's coming from a place of like he's capable and very competent so he can do it, or if it's coming from, okay, he's a guy, he can do it. Because that's something I've never been in a situation of being able to do. But it's new, and I'm looking forward to seeing where this goes, because like now that I'm 21, I'm one of the first people on the staff to get like tips alcohol training and stuff like that, and I'm up for a supervisor position. So all that stuff is very exciting in 2017 for me within the next like week and a half or so even. So in my next video I'll be like, hey, I got a promotion, or hey, I'm still doing my same job and having a good time doing it. And for $11 an hour at this point, because mass is up, or at 12 I get the wage boost that I get with the promotion, like I'll be happy doing whatever I do. Like, it's a job that's very mindless. But to my viewers here, all of you who are like, I am trans and I am working, first assess the situation and question, is this a place I can work and be out in? If yes, good, great. Plan how you want to tell them, whether it's a letter or individual meeting with the boss, being like, how can we do this? If it's not, figure out, is this worth staying at if I can't be myself? And then evaluate, okay, do I look for other jobs? Do I like tell my boss, like stuff like that? And really just play it by what you need as a person, you watching this right now. Also, yeah, that's kind of the advice I have for coming out at work or being trans at work. The internet's a great resource instead of a trans person having to tell cis people every single thing you know that you can easily find on Google these days. The internet's a beautiful thing. They should use it instead of asking you everything. I've been asked uncomfortable questions and I have to be like, listen, you don't do this to a trans person. Like, it's just uncomfortable and I'm not here to educate you. I'm here to work, I'm here to get my wage, and they don't pay me enough to take care of like your cisness and your cis needs. But this is gonna round out the topic because we're at 7 minutes. I am back at school, as you can see by my setting again. I made a video in my car like a few weeks ago, but now I'm back in my dorm, so hopefully more weekly videos. But yeah, starting a new semester, up for promotion at work. Almost 27 months on testosterone on the 27th. I don't know the exact months of, I think it'll be like September, October, November, December. 5 months post revisions, so that's really cool. They're healing up really well. I'm stoked with how I look. I'm glad to be back here and going back to the gym again, because that's really great for me personally to have that like release and stuff like that, because I didn't get that on my break. I'm growing my hair out again and I really like it, so like let me know how you're feeling about it. And I'm trying to get my skin under control. I just did a mask like an hour and a half ago and it burned my face, so don't do that, kids. But yeah, I hope you all are well. We are getting our Instagram back up, so that is just ambiguity. You'll find us. We're easy to get a hold of. Feel free to ask too. Like, we're here. My personal's Taglick. My Tumblr is Gentle Masculinity, as always. Feel free to hit us up with questions, and we're here to help. But yeah, I hope you all are doing well. I'll probably be back next week. I have a training for work and stuff like that, so we'll see. But I love you all. Be cool, be safe, make good choices. Or not. Do what you gotta do. Bye.